What is up? It is Berlin. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to get into this drama that is just about finished between Rich Lux, Van Luke, and also some other drama channels, Paige Christie, and also Dustin Daly and Nick Snyder. Girl, this beef, they have, I think they've just about squashed it all now. But I want to come here and talk about this because there's still some stuff that hasn't been talked about that's gone on with all of these people. Like, I don't know if they can save their friendships at this point, but there's a lot that's gone on that I want to talk about. And honestly, it's messy. It's really kind of messy, but honestly, it's also just kind of sad as well because I didn't expect it to take the turn that it did. I mean, if you don't know anything about this drama, it all started allegedly over Rich Lux clickbaiting a title and a thumbnail on a video that he made about Nick Avocado, the YouTuber. So he made this video, he put a car crash in the thumbnail, and also the title was very extreme. The title was very much like, oh, Nico Avocado's dead, you know. And it was a very extreme clickbait, very like shocking, you know, but to be honest, I think most people who watch Rich Lux know that that is his gig. He puts on the clown makeup. He does the extreme thing. That is what he does. I think most of Rich's viewers, most of his audience know that and aware of that his content is pretty much comedy, satire, you know, that it's not to be taken seriously. It's for entertainment purposes, you know, all of that. I think most people who watch Rich are aware of that fact. You know, I don't think a lot of people look at Rich's videos and be like, oh my god, look at that title, that's the absolute gospel truth. You know what I mean? I think everyone gets it. But what happened because of that video that Rich Lux put out, drama channel Dustin Daly, well, I say drama channel, but I don't think he wants to be known as a drama channel anymore, but Dustin Daly, another YouTuber and close friend of Rich Lux, put out a YouTube video that was essentially dragging Rich for filth, where Dustin was saying things like, oh, Rich, you're never going to have the fame that you think you're going to have. You're never going to be Jeffree Star. You're never going to be this, that. You're never going to have a nice, you know, fabulous car, all of this. So Dustin really didn't go easy on Rich at all over this clickbait. And to me, like I said in my video yesterday on this topic, if you guys watched that one, to me, it did seem that there was more to it than just this clickbait. But it's been revealed by some of the YouTubers who are involved in this drama, Van Luke and Paige Christie. Paige Christie spoke out on Twitter and also in Van Luke's live stream on YouTube. And she said that in the group chat between Paige, Rich, Nick, and Dustin, it was said that Dustin was going to make this YouTube video about what Rich had done. Dustin was going to make a video saying that he didn't agree with what Rich had done, but I don't think that Rich quite expected the level of kind of drag that he got from Dustin. I don't think that Rich was expecting to be told that he wouldn't ever amount to anything from Dustin. And to me, if you're going to do that to somebody who's your friend, telling them that they're not going to amount to anything ever, that's not exactly what I would call constructive criticism, you know? That is a drag. That is not constructive criticism. That's a drag. And that's talking down on your friend. And it does make you sound jealous. So it does sound like Dustin was jealous for whatever reason of Rich Lux. And then to move on to the whole Van Luke thing. Now, Van Luke was riding hard for Rich Lux throughout this whole entire drama that was going on over the last few days. Van Luke was on Twitter responding to Dustin Daly, responding to Nick Snyder, responding to Paige Christie. She was riding hard for Rich, and also she had Rich Lux in a live stream on YouTube. And I think that both Paige Christie and Dustin Daly got annoyed with Van Luke because when Rich was in Van Luke's live stream on YouTube, neither Paige nor Dustin nor Nick could control the narrative of what Rich was going to say or what Van Luke was going to say. Paige Christie jumped in and said that she was blocked by Van Luke as well. Van Luke said, no, Paige wasn't blocked. I never blocked you, Paige. Oh, my comments were on subs only or something, but said that Paige was never blocked. But during the live stream with Van Luke, it actually transpired that Rich Lux has apparently blocked Paige Christie, who was, again, one of his good friends. Because Rich didn't like the criticism, or what they're calling criticism, from Paige, Dustin, and Nick, because he didn't like the criticism, he didn't like what Paige had said and the way that Paige had spoken to him, he blocked Paige Christie, which, to me, it seems quite extreme to block someone because you don't agree with criticism, but also at the same time, I think I can kind of understand where Rich came from with that, because if you're Rich Lux and you've got these three people who are your friends, who for the most part have all done the same thing that you have, you know, drama videos, clickbaiting about other YouTubers and other influencers, if you've got these three friends who've all done that for the last few years alongside you, your colleagues as well as friends, you know, and then they suddenly have an issue with a video that you post because of the title and the thumbnail, and they decide to give you what they think is constructive criticism, but to Rich, it came across like a bollocking, you know, like they were telling him off like he was some naughty child or something, you know. So from Rich's perspective, he really didn't think it was that big of a deal, but also, just because Rich didn't want to take the advice from Dustin and Paige and Nick or whatever to, you know, change the video title to take it down, he didn't want to initially take the advice from them. So Van Luke, being a friend to Rich, jumped in, stood up for Rich, you know, and that was what happened there. Stood up for Rich, and she got shit for it, girl. She got a lot of shit for defending Rich, which I don't think she should have got. And now let's get into the reason why Van Luke was bullied by those other channels. Van Luke was bullied because Van Luke had said on her live stream, she had said, oh, well, you know, I talked to Rich and all of this behind the scenes. So what happened was people like Nick Snyder, Paige Christie, Dustin Daly, they all made an assumption that Rich had a video clip of Nick Snyder when he was in a bad way, when he was about to OD or something like that. But they all made this assumption that Van Luke had seen this video clip of Nick Snyder in a bad way.
Since we're in the business of holding people accountable, I was just wondering if you're going to hold your friend Rich accountable, because there's a reason that you don't know. This whole behind the scenes bullshit that you keep saying, I know things about you from behind the scenes. Well, let me tell you something from behind the scenes, bitch. Are you going to hold your friend accountable for holding a video over my head from 2019 when I was extremely high and the police and paramedics were in my apartment because they were taking me to the hospital for my safety because I was going to OD? Yeah, the video clip where I was talking to the police and paramedics and saying very, very disturbing things, including things about my own personal health. Yeah, that video clip that I'm talking about is a video clip that your friend decides to show other YouTubers and show other people that have been around. Maybe you've already seen it because you've spent a lot of time with him. But yeah, the joke is, oh, is he going to relapse again because it's coming up on that time of year. Seems nice, right? So I guess my question would be, do we need to continue going?
So what they all did, they all ganged up on her on Twitter, and it was like kind of relentless for a couple of days. And I don't think that it was warranted. You know, the fact that how are you going to bully somebody for assuming that they know something or assuming that they've seen a video clip that they haven't seen? How are you going to bully somebody? The only reason that I can think that they might have done that is because, you know, if they're thinking that Van Luke is going to spill some tea and start some drama about Nick, this video clip that was allegedly Nick about to OD. So I think if Paige, Nick and Dustin all thought that, you know, Van Luke was going to come out and spill this tea, spill this drama about Nick, then I think that they were kind of jumping the gun and kind of trying to sort of preempt that Van Luke was going to do that because she was sticking up for Rich and riding for Rich. And I think that they thought Van Luke was going to come for Nick over that alleged video clip. But I actually spoke to Rich Lux myself in the DMs because I wanted to know the real truth about this. Nick Snyder yesterday on Twitter put out a voice tweet saying that there was this video clip in Rich's possession. There was allegedly this video clip in Rich's possession that showed, you know, Nick Snyder in a bad way, talking to police and talking to paramedics, all of this before he was ODing or something like that. And Nick Snyder put out this voice tweet, and I actually went to Rich and I asked him myself about this voice tweet. I said, what is the tea here? I said, what is the tea about this voice tweet? Did you show Van Luke a video of Nick in a bad way? And Rich actually responded to me, which I'm really grateful for. Rich actually took the time to respond to my message. And he said, no, I've messaged Nick. I don't have that video clip. That video clip doesn't exist. The video clip in question was supposed to be from 2019. Now, what Rich actually said to me was, no, I don't have that video clip. It doesn't exist. If it did exist, it would have popped up by now. It would have surfaced by now and everyone would have seen it by now. But I don't actually have that video clip. So I don't know why Nick and the others assumed that Rich had some video clip of Nick from 2019. Girl, it's a whole ass mess. It sounds like a lot of, what do you call it, misinformation and a big old misunderstanding. It really sounds like a big old misunderstanding, because if those three channels thought that Rich had shown Van Luke stuff, they were being defensive. They were kind of trying to prevent anything coming out about Nick that they didn't want to come out, or at least that's how it looks to me from where I'm sitting, me as an outsider. Yeah, I speak to Rich on occasion, I DM Rich on occasion, or he DMs me or whatever, you know, we have a little bit of contact on occasion, only in DMs. I don't know any of these people personally, of course, but I just find the whole thing really bizarre how those three channels, Paige, Nick and Dustin, all went in on Van Luke over an assumption. To me, that's not okay. You know, they owe Van Luke an apology, I think, because how are you going to bully someone over something that they know nothing about, over something that you've made up in your own head, something that you've decided they've seen when they haven't actually seen? Like, girl, come on, what are we? Are we in play school here? As it stands now, Rich has actually deleted that Nick Avocado video. I don't know if it's because he felt a lot of pressure from everybody and because Van Luke was getting bullied or what, but he's deleted it. So there's that. And also, the other thing that I was going to say is I still don't take back what I said about Nick Snyder's transphobic tweet. I don't support that, you know, and I don't want to be attached to that. I don't support that. So that is not something that I'm willing to co-sign, you know, and I do think it's rich of Dustin to have come down hard on Rich for clickbait, but then to be completely okay and co-signing Nick Snyder's behaviour just because he's his boyfriend. He was okay with Nick being transphobic and, you know, all of that. No, for me, no. No, I don't want to be associated with that behaviour that Nick did. That wasn't fun. It's not fun for any of us, you know. And also, the fact that Van Luke was bullied by all of them over a fucking assumption. Girl, no. No, you know, that gives me a bad taste in my mouth, honestly. You know, and it makes me think, well, okay, I wanted to be friends with those people, but also I'm sat here like, if that's how they treat their friends, when their friends don't take a little bit of constructive criticism that wasn't actually all that constructive, because Dustin, is it really constructive to tear into someone and tell them that they're never going to be anything? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. You know, for me, like I said earlier, that is not constructive criticism. So how are you, Dustin, going to say, oh, it was constructive criticism? And then 2 minutes later, your other half's being transphobic and, you know, mocking somebody's death, like how Rich was using death as clickbait. Nick Snyder was over there mocking somebody's death and also being transphobic, but oh, that was okay because that was Nick. Like, it doesn't make any sense. The hypocrisy, it doesn't make any sense. You're going to tell Rich that he's bad, but then here's Nick over here doing this. I was like, why can't we keep the same energy for Nick as well? You know, I was like, girl, this is messy and I don't want no part in that. You know, that is messy. To think it's okay for Nick to do what he did, yet come down hard on Rich, didn't seem fair to me at all. I mean, I'm glad that Rich, you know, decided now to remove his video and all of that. I'm glad he did that because, you know, he was like, okay, well, I'll take accountability. I'll say it wasn't that great and I'm sorry if I offended anyone. Rich did, you know, the honourable thing in the end, you know, but I do feel like his hand was forced a little bit by those people who say they're his friends, you know. Let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. I definitely, as I say, don't think that Van Lux should have been subjected to the bullying that she was subjected to. You know, and it wasn't that I even agreed with Rich clickbaiting how he did in the first place either. You know, I told Rich in private I thought that was wrong. But then when I saw Nick Snyder being transphobic and, you know, also mocking Sam's death, I was like, oh, no, that is not something that I want around me. You know, no. You know, as Dustin Daly would say, if I cut you off, it's because you gave me the scissors. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.